Sup, compassionate people? Welcome to the Vegan News Friday show. Bunch of stories, let's go! Animal rights group the Chicago Alliance for Animals dropped off over 20,000 signatures to ban horse carriages in the city of Chicago. There is no reason in this day and age to have hitched up horse and carriages around for people to ride in as a novelty. These animals pass out in the heat, freeze in the wintertime, and get hit by cars on a regular basis. This is completely unfair to them. The days of horse-drawn carriages are over. And if you remember last week, I think it was last week, we spoke about the new rules they're trying to put in place down in Florida for elephant rides. And basically the rules would make riding elephants not possible by the operators, because the operators would have to spend so much money, there's no way they could afford to do it. Well, those laws/rules have passed. The new rules include they have to put fencing around the area, they have to have barriers like hay bales, cement barricades, and public toilets available, and ride operators would have to have even more training than they already do, which would increase their costs even more in that aspect too. Of course, this isn't enough. These animals don't belong as a freaking amusement park ride. It's crazy. It's not okay whatsoever. But it's great to see Florida taking steps to stop this abuse. Whole Foods is now seeking to expand their restraining order on Direct Action Everywhere, or DxE. We had reported on Monday that they had shut down the San Francisco Whole Foods by barricading the doors and not letting anyone pass. 37 brave, incredible activists were arrested that day. A spokesperson for Whole Foods had this to say: "As a retailer, it is our responsibility to provide a safe environment for our customers and team members." And they referred to DxE's actions as dangerous. A Superior Court judge is expected to rule on the expanded injunction in the coming days, and we'll let you know about that. But according to Matt Johnson, the press coordinator for Direct Action Everywhere, that won't necessarily have any effect on their tactics or stop them from continuing protests in the future. In fact, when asked, Matt had this to say: "It's not an automatic no. There could be a future scenario where, as a massive group, we deliberately step across this, because what we are talking about is criminal animal cruelty." Now, what Matt Johnson is referring to there is the DxE investigations into farms in Sonoma County and other Whole Foods farms, where they found dead and dying animals decaying and alive while decaying in feces. And under California state law, they have the right to go in and rescue these animals. Everything they are doing when they enter these farms is legal. Whole Foods is lying to their customers and perpetuating this humane lie that something humane is somehow going on behind the scenes. And these are the creme de la creme, the best there is supposedly of farms to raise these chickens, to raise these pigs, to raise these cows, to raise you name it. These so-called humane farms and the humane washing of the products they sell in the grocery store to try and make people feel better about animal exploitation is wrong. They are at worst misleading consumers and at best committing fraud. And our story of the day is the Physician Committee for Responsible Medicine. They're back in the news again, of course. With Breast Cancer Awareness Month coming up, it makes sense that they would put out this story. They have petitioned the FDA to begin putting warning labels on cheese because it causes breast cancer. Now, it causes other cancers too, but again, their focus is because of what's coming up, the upcoming month where we'll see all the pink stuff, the Susan G. Komen Foundation, all those kinds of things. And this is a way to play into that and get people to perk up and understand that the hormones, both artificial and what is naturally made by the cows or goats or whatever mammal you're drinking secretions from, harms our bodies, causes cancer, causes these things to happen. And if you've already had cancer, it's even worse. You have to avoid these things even more so. Your chances of losing your remission are very high if you go back to eating hormone-filled meats and cheeses. And the warning label they want to be on these cheeses reads as follows: "Dairy cheese contains reproductive hormones that may increase breast cancer mortality risk." That's over 12,000 doctors that are part of this. They're part of everything the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine puts out. And we're talking about 12,000 doctors that have put their reputations on the line, their hard-won licenses and reputations. Instead of this year, Kraft and other cheese companies plastering their products with pink ribbons for boobies, maybe, just maybe this year, we can get these labels on these packages, get women and other people to begin seeing what the true cause of a lot of these cancers are. Look, cancer can't be stopped 100%. We can sure as heck reduce it by a large amount. And our activist of the week is Bri VT, and she makes all kinds of art for her page Artfully Vegan, and currently she is in a contest with Vans sneaker company. I love Vans. I need a new pair of Vans. Maybe I'll be able to get this pair. Isn't it beautiful? It's amazing. She is the only vegan entry in the list. So we need to get her voted up at least into the top 10, if not number 1. You'll be able to find a link to that and everything else in today's stories in the description down below, like always. And also you'll be able to find her nonprofit of choice, since she is the Vegan Activist of the Week, which is the Compassionate Art Project. That's everything, guys. Thank you so much for watching the Friday show. I have several other videos in the works. They should be out soon, probably this coming week, at least one of them this coming week. Consider donating to keep this show going. You can find that in the links below as well. And I'll see you guys Monday. Love you so much. See you next time.